What's up, everybody? How you doing today? It's me, your boy, Phil Robinson III. Shortly joining me will be Phil Jones. This is the Unfiltered Truth. I'm your host. We're going to dive into some things real quick and talk about, first things first, let's have a moment of silence for the passing of the late, great mad bomber, Daryl Lamonica. another Raider joining that great gridiron in the sky. Rich, what's up? I'm trying to stall for some time here, waiting for Phil to decide to grace us with his presence. Maybe once we hit the 5 minute mark, you know how folks can't be on time. But yeah, the news of LaMonica passing came earlier this afternoon, and it's sad. Another hard to see another one of our legends go, but it's time for us to start getting some new legends. It definitely is time for us to start getting some new legends. We've got a lot of guys, a lot of talent on this team, and I expect to see excellence, a commitment to excellence that's not words only. From the way that you've seen this front office operate, the way they move in silence, the way that they strategize, the way that they isolate what it is that they need, and and then go get it. And not only do they go get what they need, but they do it in a way that's advantageous to the team and the player at the same time. Deals don't have to carry on forever. If they're not working, they are outs almost on a year-to-year basis in nearly every contract that they've written. But to their credit, if their players perform, they will be paid handsomely as well. Um, and so that's one of the cool things going. We're heading into the draft season. I was waiting for Phil to get on here, but we're rolling. We're still rolling. Maybe he'll show up one day, one moment. While we're waiting for him, I'll still hold off on that. While we're waiting for Jones, let's get to the Evo Samuel thing. I know this is a Raiders station only, and that's what we talk about. I would love to see Debo on this team, but one Derek Carr said that all that money that the Raiders have in reserve is going to Hunter, and I believe him. And I absolutely support that. Hunter Renfrow is the pound for pound the best football player on this team. You can debate your dog. I won't tolerate any Hunter Renfrow slander. I won't any question. Nobody will question his greatness in my presence because I will tell them Hunter Renfrow is the GOAT. I was talking with a couple buddies of mine, and we were going over the special teams play where Hunter just laid that fool out on the sideline, knocked out the ball. Oddly enough, I believe that was against the Rams in Los Angeles, and he thought that that dude thought that he had a free first down, and while everybody was all in awe and rightfully so about the hit and the crunch, you could hear that beast through your TV just crack, just like, oh, did Hunter just lay this fool out? Cough up the rock? Even if the guy had held on to the catch, had secured the football, Hunter had still caught him short of the first down marker. So they weren't going to get the first down no matter what. Those are plays that regular players just don't make. Hunter Renfrow is special. And Hunter Renfrow deserves every dollar that the Raiders give him and probably a couple more. Pyro was good, my man. Food stamp in the house. Said we are fielding quite a squad of ownership, head coach, mad bomber, speed receiver, the hardest hitting safety ever. It's looking good for for the squad up there in the sky. I wouldn't want to play him. It was in Los Angeles. It was the Chargers. Good call. Appreciate that. Like to keep things factually accurate around here. Flamingo D, what's up, man? What up? And so, but that was just a crazy, insane play by Hunter Renfrow, one of many that he's made. And we were just, and it was just crazy to see that. What's up, Al? That he was the one who had his head in the game, and everybody wants to disrespect him for his appearance and size, but all Hunter Renfrow does is just continue to ball. That's all he does, making it happen day in, day out, practice by practice. And you see all the cheap shots Hunter takes. Everybody's out for that man's neck. Everybody's hitting him late because he's shredding them all game long. And let's be real. Let's call it what it is. Said dudes cannot stand getting embarrassed by the little white guy over there who looked like he don't even belong out here on the field. Said that's how bad Hunter is slicing these dudes up. All in all, Hunter is going. I said it going back to the Pro Bowl with when Hunter and Max were representing the Raiders in Vegas at the Pro Bowl. I told you guys, it's like get used to seeing Hunter and Max. You're gonna be seeing a lot of them for a long time. And while Derek got his deal, his 3-year deal, he got his extension, he got his money. Said Max got the biggest deal, got the big deal, the longest deal out of all of it. Hunter's is going to be next, and I can't wait to see what Hunter gets, because Hunter has the chance to become special, even more special, just like Hall of Fame special with Josh McDaniels. Why? Because Josh McDaniels will design plays for him to get open, design ways for him to beat every coverage, and trust and believe that Hunter Renfrow will get to his spots. He will read the defense. He will run the correct route. He will be where he's supposed to be with excellent hands. He will catch the football and then get you something else after the catch. I would love to see him get some better ball placement in his passes so that he can continue to just run and stride with the football. And that should be what gets him, what happens for him here. He's going to see even more crossing routes. He's going to see a lot more ins and a lot more you're trying routes and some of the underneath stuff, with a lot of coverage being shifted away from him. You have Darren Waller. You have Devontae Adams. You got Hunter. And we almost, wait a minute. Is he here? I see the white light. And we have Bill Jones.
Hello. Good evening.
Howdy. Yeah, they do. They do. And I believe that they will. Although actually maybe not, because if I think about it, didn't they let Wes Welker return punts for the longest?
They would alternate through left and right.
I'm talking about punts.
Yeah, for punt return, yeah.
Yeah, you only got one punt returner. Oh, you got 2 kick returners, but 1 punt return.
No, I'm saying like whoever was like number 2.
Oh, switch off with guys? Okay.
I think they will get if they can find a better returner, they're gonna take Renfrow off of that. I see it happening.
Yeah.
You don't want to put Hunter Renfrow at risk
of taking any more unnecessary cheap shots than he already has. Hunter Renfrow is going to have plenty of work for you guys to do, plenty of work for everybody through the season on offense, especially with the design that they're going to run, the way they're going to get him in space, and the way that Josh McDaniels will have this team prepared. KJ, what's up? We all go. Hey, absolutely, I'm going to be at the draft, KJ. Not only am I going to be at the draft, I'm going to be covering the draft. Me and Tone. Velus Jones Jr., his blocks are devastating. That's really, out of all the things I've heard about Velus Jones, that's not what I've heard about his blocks. You must be referring to social media.
What you say?
He was saying that
Philip Velus Jones Jr. is a good blocker. Okay,
is a good blocker. Okay,
if he's a Phil, he's a good blocker.
I can't argue that.
Just saying. Shit. Let me see something. 1 second.
Spoke a few words on the passing of Daryl Lamonica. Do you have anything to add to that?
We can't live forever, man, but he will always be remembered as the Mad Bomber. God rest his soul. May he rest in paradise.
The original. Just throw it deep, baby. Just throw it deep. Speed kills. Yeah, the Ray Renfro was folded up with that helmet to helmet that he took that and then paid on show. Yeah, he's plenty tough enough, but you look at those types of hits, those are calls that he should be getting that are wide, just obvious. They're are right out there and open.
Hey, yo, hold up. I ain't know Charles James said that shit, bro. Yo, that is out of pocket. Did you see it? Go in the war room right now. Now. That man really said that shit. Yo, what? Phil, all I can really say is damn. Damn.
Probably not gonna make that one. You going to Canton this year, Phil?
There's a possibility I could swing that. It's a possibility I could probably swing that.
Yeah, I actually can for in the interest of keeping the show afloat.
Hey, look, I put it like this. We ain't trying to end up like Dave Chappelle right now. Is that a good way of putting it?
Not canceling me.
Hell no.
Not gonna do it. So with that being said, I talked about I was talking about Hunter Renfro's extension, the whole and getting into the Evo Samuel thing that I touched on briefly, but now that you're here, I'll go ahead and I'll finish it off.
Okay.
Evo Samuel is under his rookie contract. He is now entering his fourth and final year of his rookie deal. Said he can't earn another dollar right now because he's still on his rookie deal. If he chooses to sit out this year, then he will still have to play a fourth year before he will be eligible for a new contract. So these players are getting to a point where they really feel like they can go out and command more money when they can't. Kyler Murray's another one. Kyler Murray's been in the league, 4 years now? 4 years? 3 years.
This fourth year, yeah.
Fourth year right now. He's still got it. He's still got to play this year He could be hit for the 5th-year option, which they most certainly would, and he can't do shit about it except go play baseball for the A's. Now,
Yeah.
he would be in a better situation than Evo Samuels would, because Evo can't play baseball.
You know what? Yeah, Deebo has a better situation. So if he were to get traded now,
He could get
he could command top dollar. Here's the thing. I put it like this. He has he was running the ball as a running back, receiver.
So let's hit timeout on that right off the bat, because that's why he wants out of San Francisco, is because he does not want to be a running back. He wants to be a true wide receiver.
Okay. Ooh. Now that you put it like that, then he would be a good fit in Baltimore.
They don't need him in Baltimore.
Oh, they do need him.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do.
Whose spot is he taking?
What's the other? Who's a good wide receiver in Baltimore besides the tight end?
Rashad Bateman.
So you want Brown on the outside?
Honestly, at this point, if you were to say that you'd bring in Deebo and replace Hollywood, I'd be okay with that.
I put Hollywood. If you want to win, right? You have Bateman on one outside as basically your number 2.
So you would take Hollywood over
Deebo? Deebo can play on the outside. And he had a lot of reps on the outside. Hollywood in the slot. Okay. Andrews right there at tight end. You got your plethora of running backs. You don't have to worry about Deebo doing all that extra stuff. He can be just a straight wide receiver.
I like Evo Samuel at any position as a receiver, okay. Be it slot, be it X, be it Z. I like him anywhere, and so Hollywood has had drop issues. He's got health issues, and quite frankly, when you look at the Ravens' passing attack, he's not doing anything special. I think his injury and the type of offense that they're running, they need a different OC. I mean, it's cool to have all that gimmicky shit and have all of this. It works for them, all the misdirection and all of that. But at some point, you got to be able to play regular football, and you got to have regular options, and they're just not doing that with Lamar Jackson. And a lot of people have said a lot of things about what he can and can't do, but I go back to looking at what he did at Louisville when he should have won the Heisman. And a lot of people are failing to remember that he still threw for about 4,000 yards at Louisville in his senior season. It's like he can throw the football and throw it well. You just need to design something that works. And everything that he throws is pretty much mirror routes, all running the same thing in the same place. And it's not conducive to where he's at, what they need him to do. Kind of like how the Panthers did Cam Newton after he won the MVP.
You know what?
What?
To be honest, if they get the damn play calling straightened out in Baltimore,
that'd be fine.
Yeah. It's really Greg Roman's, in my opinion. This shit sucks.
Yep.
It's played out. It's the same repeat and wash.
Same shit he was running in San Francisco. The exact same thing.
And you get figured out because shit. I can give you a playbook.
Complicated. Yeah.
At the end of the day, if the
Easily.
Ravens are smart, get you a new offensive coordinator that knows what he's doing, can also touch up a little bit of Lamar Jackson's mechanics.
Yeah, always.
They will be terrifying on offense. That's pretty much it. I mean, the only thing that hurt them this past year was injuries. A hell of a lot.
And a trash offensive scheme. Or a scheme that's no longer having the same producing the same results as it previously did.
That's what Lamar Jackson needs to be getting ready to say if he don't get a damn good offensive coordinator soon. I pay for retirement soon.
Man, oh man. Oh, but yeah. So Debo, the word on the street is Debo is looking for a trade. He wants to be a wide receiver only. He should be able to command quite a bit, but
yeah.
He can't get a new contract until, or he can only get extended is the better way to say it. And after one season, that's one season with 6 receiving touchdowns. That's not enough to demand Tyreek Hill money or Devontae Adams money.
Oh no,
not at all. At best, it would be better for him to play this year out and have another year of production, and then be the free agent and scream and bitch and moan and demand top dollar. That would be what would be best for him.
I mean, with Hunter Renfrow, I don't see this being a problem with this getting done. Hey, Greg, how you doing? I don't think it's going to be a big deal. I don't think we're going to be in like a, oh, God, we're going to lose Hunter Renfrow kind of situation. I think we got the money that works in our favor.
Mm-hmm.
I think we'll be set. I think he'll be set. I think both parties are seeing eye to eye. They just don't want to focus on it right now. And they focus in probably during the season, maybe later in the season.
Unless he was
I wholeheartedly agree with that one right there.
Yes.
Michael, yes. Wholeheartedly agree with you. Unless he went to us. Now, that'd be evil.
I wouldn't mind seeing him in Denver, but I definitely don't want to see him with nobody else.
No. I don't want him in Denver.
I don't want to see him anywhere but Las Vegas, but that's besides the point. Kenneth, I don't know if you heard me say, but he said, and by he I mean Debo, that he don't want to run the football no more. And I don't blame him. He doesn't need to be taking all those extra hits. Running backs have short shelf lives for a reason. A good receiver can play 15 years, no problem. 12, 10 years, easy. Why? Because they just don't take the amount of hits and punishment that the running backs do. And he wants to elongate his career, and that's the best way for him to do it, by not playing running back. Q, what's good, brother?
Yo, Q, what's good, man?
Trading him for C-Mac is too perfect. Why? So he could be miserable in Carolina with no quarterback? That would be perfect. That would be, that's how you should start doing contents. Just send them to teams with no quarterback so they could just be mad.
Hey, that's dreadful, bro.
Yeah.
Look, you know what? I wasn't even thinking. You know a team he could go to?
The Giants.
Who needs help at wide receiver more than anybody right now.
The Giants?
The Falcons.
I still think the Giants need more help at wide receiver than the Falcons do.
Nah, they got wide receivers.
Oh, no. Detroit. Nobody needs a wide receiver more than Detroit. Nobody needs.
It's weird in hold on. It's weird in Detroit. It's weird because they got a lot of young talent on that roster, and it's just like they gotta develop them properly. But Falcons, they ain't got shit. I mean, nothing.
They ain't got no quarterback either.
Well, that's how you feel about Mariota.
He's not going to be
the starter. How you feel about Marcus?
Let me tell you something, right? Nobody had Mariota's back like me and Phil. Absolutely nobody. And I will continue to have Mariota's back up until the time I saw him throw a pass to Hunter. And that silenced me and ended all my questions as to why Mariota was not quarterback in the football team. Because that pass was about the ugliest, lamest, 3 flies up, shooting duck gallery pass that I've seen in a long time, where I was like, oh my God. Well, that answers that. We don't need to cross that bridge not a single second more. Said the arm is shot. That this is not the arm that got him through from Oregon. That arm is shot. If it's because of the nerve issue he's got in the shoulder where he can't feel his fingertips, I don't know what it was, but watching that was frightening.
Yeah, but then you got to remember, everything was locked down. You couldn't go to your doctor's appointment. You couldn't get the proper surgery at the time.
He got money. He can get whatever he wants. Money and a team doctor.
Hey, ain't like it. Look.
Shit.
He hit me with that shit.
Debo wouldn't have to worry about running the ball in Cleveland. No, he sure wouldn't, but he sure would have to deal with Amari Cooper, who's trying to take over the veteran presence role.
Oh, shit, that's going to be a shit show.
And that would be a shit show because there's no way that he'd be able to disrespect Debo's shine and he would hate on it.
Yeah.
Hardcore. Because if he wasn't, he'd still be in Dallas, making it go with CeeDee Lamb and Michael Gallup. So the Cowboys legit chose Michael Gallup, who can't stay healthy, over Amari Cooper.
Damn. Yeah, you got a point. But Gallup, he comes in. He comes in and he's done some good wonders.
I'm going to ask you the same question I asked Pharaoh. Who would you prefer to have, Waller or Debo? Who's the bigger impact on this offense? Picture this Debo as number 2. I mean, a number 2 with his skill set. Darren Waller is going to have the biggest impact on this offense. You'd be having Debo do the exact same thing that you've already given Devontae Adams $141.25 million to do. Just having a little Raider conversation. That's all. To help you get through that whole labor thing you got going on right now. But yeah, Darren Walsh, this offense is going to be suited to do what he does best. They are going to get him open. They're going to devise ways for him to beat double teams, for him to beat banjo coverage, for him to beat high lows. They're going to do what Gruden tried to do, but do it better, which is to isolate him in space to where he's the only person on that side of the field because the rest of the players have cleared out, and give him an opportunity to break a tackle and then take it the distance. But if you put Debo out there, and you'll get similar type plays with Morrow. He's gonna have to show that he can do it consistently. He's a better blocker than receiving tight end, but he's not Darren Waller. I would say the only way where you would take Debo over Waller if you go with a true spread offense. That would be when you'd make that switch.
Yeah, you got to keep Darren Waller. I'm sorry. Yeah. This man manhandled wide receiver. Corners and safeties like they were rag dolls. Do you honestly want to give something up like that?
Now I'm gonna keep it trill. I'm gonna call that cap because Darren Waller goes down on first contact.
I mean, it ain't all cap.
First contact, 6'6", 260, going down on first contact.
I mean,
don't hurt yourself stretching. Don't hurt yourself reaching. Listen, I know you haven't stretched today, so don't hit them mental gymnastics you about to do to try to make this up. First contact. It is what it is. This is unfiltered truth.
Show me evidence, damn it. Show me the evidence.
Pull up any tape. Any tape.
I asked you to pull the tape up.
Well, then here we go.
Shit. I mean, yeah. It's about 70-30. It is about 70-30. I will agree with you on that one. No, it's about 70-30.
80-20.
70-30.
Really think it's more like 90-10. But
look, listen here, motherfucker. I don't see you with your damn Jesus sandals going out there doing the same shit.
I would be tap dancing on fools' helmets.
Please. Don't give me that shit.
All right, let's see. Well, that was it, huh? Damn. Hold on, pulling.
Stream 85 plus channels.
Checking this tape real quick. Pull, you asked me for some proof. I'm gonna provide it.
This guy. I'm gonna provide it. Oh, she said I need
right off the bat. Okay, that's one. Oh, let's watch this same play 8 times. Great catch.
Oh,
Carnolo.
That's where we're at.
Touchdown.
That's where we're at.
Yeah. Let's see.
Had enough of your slander.
I'm sure. Let's see. Is this let's see where is it? Nope. I'm fucking up.
Yeah, you fucking up.
I'm
fucking up.
There we go.
Oh, hell no. No, you did not.
Here's Carr now.
Well, let's watch.
For Waller.
There. Oh, open field.
Right
First contact.
Formation, just going to take 2 steps off the line of scrimmage, and then
no
straight to the
stiff
cross.
arm.
No. That was not first contact.
They're going to.
That was about third contact.
Second and goal, just out. And he wasn't ready for it. They're going to move him around.
That was third contact.
Carr to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Across the middle, it's Waller. And he'll bring. Second and goal, just outside the 10. Carr dips it in there. It's Waller. He spins into the end zone.
We're 1 for 4.
Touchdown. Natural rub here. Watch. 2 inside releases for the 2 outside guys. Waller just wraps around him.
Ooh, that was nice.
Yeah,
gets him some space at the line of scrimmage. And then he just has to make the defender miss. Puts on the brakes. Chuck Clark can't get him on the ground.
He thinks that will work best here.
All right. What we got here? Let's see.
3 minutes to go. Carr in the air.
First contact.
I mean, you see how he was closing in on him? He had to spin around.
To the tune of
That pass to that man scores. Nah, it probably gets picked off.
Big play for Miami defensively.
40 yards out. Does he score on this one?
To this Vegas momentum. Carr, strong throw. Terrific grab. It's Darren Walsh.
You got to just power through that man and shake that man off. 6'6", 260. First contact.
Across the middle, floated one to Waller inside the 10.
I seen Gronk bounce off
3rd and
fools
goal.
like that.
Carr for Waller, went up and got it.
What a grab!
Got the touchdown.
What a
Got
grab!
ourselves a ball game.
What a grab!
The 21-0 lead answered by the Raiders. 14 unanswered. Derek Carr, 9 of 10, 76 yards, 2 touchdowns in the second half. We'll see if it translates today.
Let's see. Will he break this and take this to the house?
Wide open.
By himself?
It's the Pro Bowler Waller for a first down.
Out of bounds.
Tight squeeze.
Carr 10 out of 15 in the first half.
6'6", 260, mind
Chased
you.
out,
and fast.
Running after him. Carr gets rid of it along the sideline. That's a great catch by Darren Waller.
I almost have to do a double check when I see Darren Waller.
Oh,
do
yeah,
the
Hunter right there,
because
too.
I'm watching that tippy toe catch on the
That
sideline.
was nice.
Second down and 10.
That was nice. He left early, Brandon Parker. False start. Going deep.
One up for Waller, and he's got it at the 35.
First contact.
Dragged down by Callahan. How about the touch on that pass from Carr? A 33-yard connection.
And Richard is back there. Carr, 10 of 17. Downfield it goes with a catch by Waller, the tight end. Drilled on the play by McKinney. Held on, picks up 19 and put him down to the
First
22.
contact.
Waller's going to be lined up on the left. He's just going to work his way across the middle of the field. Watch the pressure coming off the slot. It's picked up by the Raiders, giving him time to lay it up there. And
I mean, look how much. What was in coverage right there? 1, 2, 3 in the
back there.
3
If Carr was going to get his, then Waller was going to get some too.
Carr. Well placed to Waller.
Touching.
Big game, Darren Waller.
He didn't even hit. He ran into his booty and fell.
Carr will throw it. Great hands. Snatched there by Waller.
Okay. I mean, he took dude for a run, but got an extra yard.
Talking about how Darren Waller's been studying wide receivers tape to help him with these
Gotta
double
get better
teams
ball
and getting
placement.
free. He mentioned DeAndre Hopkins specifically. Now with the Arizona Cardinals,
No, that was good
DeAndre
enough. He
Hopkins
just
will be
threw
proud
it
to
with
see
a
that
threw
one
it
as
with
well.
some
That was a
heat.
good throw.
Great
That
hands.
was a good throw right
And that
there.
ball
Yeah, that was a good
confident
throw.
in
He
his
just had some
defense,
heat
making
on
that
it.
kind of play
Yeah,
to put the
carried
field
him.
goal and not take the shot downfield.
They've held the Raiders to 143 yards of offense. Carr trying to push
There
the
you
ball
go.
downfield. He
Oh,
does it to
you
Darren
cut that
Waller.
up. You should have went outside of that.
Look at him still moving. Look at that ball still moving.
He's eventually brought down at midfield. That's 25 yards on the hookup. But they have not ended seasons in good form. First down. Throw from Carr.
This should have been a touchdown.
inside the 20, back to one of the
That
best
should
tight
have been a
ends.
touchdown.
Q says some of these are close because of the coverage.
Again, the four-man rush in the middle. Waller.
I'm not going to fault that man for that. That wasn't his fault.
What a throw by Carr. First down Raiders.
That's some close coverage too.
Yeah, it was. It was some close coverage, some definitely passes where he was focused on the catch and not trying to do something else. Yeah. Especially when he's not, because he seems to have catching issues. Let's say out of everybody on the team, his hands are the most suspect.
He said catching issues. That's adorable. Catching issues. Look, this is the one thing I would say about Darren Waller. There are times, yes, the man does drop some. He dropped some easy ones. I think that's going to cease this year. I don't think it's going to be a problem because, for starters, this
one drop
offense
is too many.
Huh?
One drop is too many. Well, this ain't no application for pictures.
Yeah. But I will say this, Phil. At the end of the day, this offense does look to be catering towards Darren Waller. Everybody can jump and say, oh, well, no, I think this offense works more towards Devontae Adams. No. Yeah, I'm not trading him.
I'm not trading him. So let me pump the brakes for anybody who thinks that I'm trying to trash Darren Waller. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not trading Darren Waller at all. I'm not trading him for Evo Samuel. I'm not trading him for 3 firsts. I'm keeping Darren Waller. Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow are perfect for Josh McDaniels' offense. How well is Devontae Adams going to fit? He should fit well. I have faith that it'll work. How well is Derek Carr going to play in this offense? He should play well, as long as he's keeping his wits about him and not worried about the rush. Darren Waller and Hunter Renfrow are perfect for this offense. Perfect. They are prototypical players in this offense.
Yeah. You can't get rid of them.
You can't get rid of those two guys. The rest of everybody else in the skill positions on offense is expendable. Yes, I said it. They are expendable except for Hunter Renfrow and Darren Waller in this offense.
Yeah, so overall,
then make yours, please.
I'm not getting rid of Hunter Renfrow, and I'm not getting rid of Darren Waller.
No.
Find me another tight end that's going to be available out there for me to do
what he does. Top 3 tight end. It's not just a regular tight end. It's a top 3 tight end. Yes, he had a off season. He was hurt. He missed games.
Yep.
And he was also running in an inferior offensive scheme for the majority of the season. With what he's going to see, with how they're going to make the most of his abilities, I have nothing but supreme confidence for Renfrow and Waller.
All I can really say is this shit. These guys should be able to feast in this offense. In reality, with this kind of offense, this kind of reminds me of, didn't Tom hit about 4,000 or 5,000 yards before?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see something real quick.
Tom had a better deep ball. Tom had a much better deep ball. Listen to let's call a spade a spade. And the accuracy on his short stuff was much better too. In terms of ball placement.
He did throw 5,000 yards this year too. Shit. But
at 47 years old,
44.
48, 49. At 50 years old,
I'm telling you this shit, bro. You know you're gonna try to play when he is 50, right?
Hey, if he's still playing, I'll take him. Long as that arm is still strong. I mean, he managed to. I don't know what he's doing, but Peyton was noodle arm by now. Peyton was an afterthought. He was making commercials with Eli and beating up kids on comedy sketches.
Yeah, he did throw. What was that? 2011. Shit.
Nice of you to join us, Dre. You missed quite a bit.
Damn. Wow. I don't want to get into statistics and shit right now because what I'm thinking, I mean, it can be done, but do you think you could have 3,000-yard receivers?
Yes. It's good. You're going to have to hit the target. You remember when I was setting crazy target numbers and everybody was talking about how you said Devontae Adams at about 180. You get Hunter Renfrow about 150. And you get
Waller about 110.
Waller about 120, about 120, 110, 120.
I'll say about 110. 110 sounds more realistic.
Well, now keep in mind, DC threw the ball 626 times.
Yeah.
So you could say that, and that still leaves you with about 200 balls to go between your running backs and another tight end and receiver. That was the part that got everybody. Is like when you go back and remember that DC is averaging about 500 to 600 throws per season. And let me pull this up so I can have the exact numbers because, like I said, we want to be factually correct.
Yeah, I got it right here.
$599, $573, $560, $515, $553, $513, $517, $626. Yes, we can have 3,000-yard receivers. Yes, he will throw it probably about at least 550 times this year.
Yeah.
And they have a 17th game.
So that being said, and then you look at your running backs because they will factor in a lot using the running backs, especially in the screen game and just wheel routes. You're looking at that's between those running backs, they're probably looking at about maybe about 600 yards at least between all maybe two or three of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jacobs probably have about 280 yards receiving at best. Drake probably have a little bit more yards, and then Bolden probably get about maybe 200 as well. Because they're gonna
get some out of Jacob Johnson.
Yeah, that too. Jacob Johnson might get about 100, 200 maybe, or maybe just 100.
Maybe just 100.
They're going to use him in short yardage.
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, that's why you have no excuse. You have everything in front of you. You have everything at your disposal.
I don't think that you should do it.
I don't think you do that right now.
I think that's a lot of people. Let me phrase this correctly. I think a lot of people would like to see this offensive line continue to show signs of improvement off what they showed in the playoffs. Was it perfect? No, it wasn't perfect, but I continue to go back to the numbers and stress this. In terms of pocket time, they were at the top of the league in pocket time. In terms of pressure percentage, keep in mind once again, Derek Carr threw the ball 626 times. It's going to look like they've given up a lot of pass pressures and whatnot because he threw the ball over 600 times. 20% of 600 is what? 75?
Yeah, it's about 75, yeah.
75. That's 20%. 21, they were at 21.1%, which was 11th best in the league. Those are elite numbers.
Yeah.
Whether you want to admit it or not. And it's funny for everybody who tells me the line is bad, when I bring up those numbers, those people who tell you that numbers don't lie will all of a sudden tell you they may not be lying, but they certainly are convoluting the truth. Both things are not equally true. That line is good. That line is young. That line is going to continue to gel and get better as they progress together in their careers.
Yeah, you got to let this line develop. You got to let them be able to do this shit without making, oh, yeah, we're going to separate this. We're going to go on and change this guy out. Familiarity is key for a lot of teams when it comes to your O-line or your D-line, because they're going to be able to understand like certain assignments, certain blocking assignments. They're going to be in sync. They're going to be in time. Now, your right tackle position, I mean, that's going to be the one thing that's going to be a battle. But other than that, you set at left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
You set at center. I will say this. Left guard, right tackle. I believe you're going to have to battle that out. I think that's the best thing to do is battle that out.
But you know that it will, Kenneth. It can't be the wide receiver. Can't be the defense. It's going to be that offensive line that we signed Bummy Brandon Parker to. Didn't add anybody except for Alex Bars. Oh, Carmen Brasillo thought he was so smart and he couldn't keep Derek Carr from having the whole Red Sea just part in front of him so he can have a wide open look at his receivers. But it's to a point now where you just can't even really get up in arms about that. You just got to know that at the end of the year, it will always be somebody else's fault.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this.
I agree with you, Joku. Good Denzel Good coming back when healthy is a starting guard in this league. And I liked him on the right side, but you have Leatherwood there. I don't know if Brasillo will actually do the right thing and move Leatherwood to the left side where he belongs. When you look at his footwork, it'd be way too smart to do that, because anything that goes to his right, he's getting beat.
I honestly do think that they will move him to the left side. I honestly do believe that is going to end up happening because he's had the better success on that side, whether it was left tackle or, left guard. Mm-hmm. Yes, he can play right guard, but at the end of the day, everybody said, well, he was playing right guard. You need to leave him where he's at. I'm like, that was a whole different regime. And I'm going to tell you this shit. When you have guys that are draft picks, like your first round pick, your GM's going to come down there and be like, well, we need to see him still on the field, when maybe your coaching staff is like, I want to put the best guy out there instead of him right now. And they're going to leave him out there. Am I saying Alex Leatherwood is bad? No, but he had no business playing the right side of the field.
No, he didn't.
The problem was the Raiders thought they could do the same shit like they did with Parker and Miller.
And
It
it
doesn't
worked
work
out.
like that for everybody. I'm sorry.
Nope. And more often than not, it doesn't work, period.
He was good on the left side. He was going into the draft for the left side. Guess what? Leave him on the fucking left side.
No, we have not. We've never had a staff like this from top to bottom, and I cannot wait for it to show. I can't wait for it to pay off. I can't wait for the obvious coaching decisions to be made. I can't wait for sitting here thinking that, you know what, I think that there's a legit possibility that if I went out there that I could probably figure out a better way to use these guys than this coaching staff currently is. Following on that idea, what side is easy handoff? Left side, right side? First step backward. First step is back with your right foot for a right-handed quarterback. Means that everything to you open up that side, hands naturally right there. Now you can do it. You can do it with either. You could do it with either foot, but if you go back with your right, that usually means that you're setting yourself up for a quick throw. If you open up with the left on a reverse pivot, you're either going 5 to 7 steps or handing the ball off guaranteed.
Hold up. You talking about for the O-lineman, or you talking about quarterback?
Which side speed to the handoff will yield you yards?
No.
Actually, that's where you're wrong, because you got to give your blocks a chance to develop. That's why you see delays and draws usually hit for bigger yards, because when you get through it, everybody's spread out. Now you've seen some separation in the defense and a seam to attack. Tony's calling him Michael Corleone.
You're breaking my heart.
You break my heart, Fredo. Never pick sides against the family, Fredo. Never.
You disrespect the shins of the father. Shit, I played what? Left tackle, left guard, right tackle. I even played center. Shit.
Yeah. When you get set on a side and you've been on that side for, you gotta remember, these guys have been playing that particular side for quite years.
Nah, definitely. But I'm gonna be real. Like, at the end of the day,
yes,
this staff or the what?
It's
too late for Miller to move back to the. Yeah, you already paid him as a left tackle.
He's established himself.
Yeah.
He's established himself. He's retrained his body. It's working for him. Could he go back to it? Yes, but I mean, why would you want to do that?
I'll even put he's already in. They've already like, and that's what that car's. No, that's not car's blind side. No, but I mean,
no, the left side is his blind side.
So yeah, it is. Yeah. So I mean, to be honest, I'm comfortable with that 6'8" guy right over there. You know, I'm gonna stick with him.
He's the only lineman I trust, and he's got my back. Literally, he's got my back. If he misses a block, I'm getting crushed. Just like with Donald Penn. Said he missed a block and I broke my leg.
Somebody asked Donald Penn to come back and play right tackle, and I just looked. I was like, he didn't want to play right tackle in the first place.
No, he didn't. Oh, I remember that. I remember the way he looked at the camera at what was it, Scott Bear, when he asked him that, or maybe it was somebody else at the press conference. But I was like, wow, he is paying that man straight lip service.
He just looked at him like he was bad. Like he was big mad that day.
Mad.
What the hell did you just ask me?
Yeah, like how dare you? Also believe that was his last year with the club.
Yeah. Yes, it was.
Last
That was his
couple months.
last. That was his last season.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, look,
So
overall,
that should tell you something right off the bat. A man that's on his way out the door who suddenly has a new baby didn't want to stick around and play on the right side. Didn't want to transfer sides.
hey, man was looking at his market value at the time.
Yeah. There he was.
Oh.
You got something new? We're about to wrap this up in a minute.
Yeah. Phil, all I just gotta say is this. If the Raiders do move up in the draft, okay,
Mm-hmm.
hear me out. Highest they go is about second round.
That's what I would assume. I don't really want to see them move into the first round.
If they did get into the first round, if we're looking at the last pick in the draft,
32.
yeah.
Lions from the Rams.
Double check.
That would be the last
Believe
pick.
so.
Yeah.
So if that's the case, where's my damn draft order? I just had it.
So the Raiders have their eyes on some people. It's a number of people, and throughout this amazing draft process, it's only a few people. Who are these people? I'm not going to sit here and try to act like I know because I do not. We could take a look at some of the 30 visits, and they've looked at DBs and defensive linemen and worked out a lot of guys who have speed and a lot of guys who have power. I would imagine that if they were to move up into the draft, it would be to the first round would be to select somebody that they think is going to be an absolute hog as a defender or out wide, because in this league, this passing league that we're now witnessing, you can never have enough cover guys.
All right, because I know like some of the stuff had changed. Yeah, it'll be Detroit at the
Renfro
42nd pick.
I would say Renfro and Adams. Said Renfro because McDaniels will get him open. Adams because he'll be fed. Ooh. 2 tight end sets. What you looking at a lot of 14 personnel, 13 personnel. Want to keep 4 running backs and 4 tight ends. We'll see how that works out. Gruden tried to do it and we crucified him for it. Let's see how McDaniels gets about with it.
So we pick.
Best ability is availability, my friend, and you can't be a star on the training table.
So third round, we're pick 22. Okay.
Probably Kurt Warner. No, it wasn't Kurt Warner. Was it? It might have been. It might have been Matt Ryan. The year they went to the bowl.
You have an option of pulling a trade with the Jets or the Lions. Those are your 2 options right now. If you're the Raiders, your draft pick with that second round, or if it's the first, being Detroit with the 32nd, and they got the 34th pick going in the second round, you would have to give up. You could give up your. You have to give up your 3rd round pick, or you give up your 4th.
Probably gonna have to give up both.
No, you give up your 4th if it's Detroit.
I would think that
Detroit doesn't have a 4th round pick. That's what I'm saying.
There you go.
Everybody can say, "Oh well, man, I don't know about that." It's how you move. Because Detroit has multiple picks in the 1st round.
Austin Hooper.
Yeah,
that would be your 3rd.
So let's see. Detroit got 1. That's what, 2, 3. God dang. 4. 5. Because Detroit got 2 in the 3rd round. So that's what I'm saying. If I'm the Raiders, make your trade with Detroit.
I think that would be better.
I think that'd be the better option.
Because I was trying to think of what the Jets need that the Raiders have, and the only real thing that I could think of that would interest them would probably be Waller.
Who, the Jets?
Mm-hmm.
No.
Who's their tight end?
There's a certain guy from there.
They just brought in somebody. Wasn't it Ingram? No.
I got it right here. Hell no. What the fuck? Oh, never mind. That's something else. You said tight end?
Yeah.
Man, they just brought in Tyler Conklin. And they got CJ Uzma. So they don't need Waller.
Yeah, that's who it was. Uzma.
But Conklin's fucking good too. That's why I'm like, they got some good tight ends on this roster.
Okay, then it would be more likely than Detroit looks like the trade.
In Detroit, you already know they got TJ Hopkins, and they're good. Yeah,
yep.
Yeah.
I was just getting ready to say that we're gonna say that because once again on this program, no names. That's my home run in the 3rd.
Hey.
Him or actually. 2 guys.
Now, if you did the Jets,
we did the Jets, what? Got dead air.
Trade them.
I mean, but what are you looking at getting for that? You're not going
to give me a 2nd round pick.
That ain't gonna happen, bro.
No, I'm saying include
with the 4th,
4th or 5th.
Be up to them.
If not, go Detroit with that route.
That'll probably be enough to get it done with Detroit.
I mean, I'm just saying, man, that would be stellar. Today, Junior.
Well, in the words of King Joffrey, let them wait. So, well, speculation turns into
scenarios and turns into accuracy, and then turns into holy shit, they were right.
Yeah. Not only that, but I'm over here blowing up some game, and I want to give Michael Corleone every opportunity to go out there and take over and be the boss of the head of the 32 families, the Dawn of Dawns.
All you got to do is make sure that
I had seen Quay Walker. That's another guy that I'd like to take a look at, although I don't believe that linebackers are going to be what they're looking at primarily. I think they're looking at all of the guys that they've accrued over this particular offseason. I think that they'll be fine. So as much as I wanted Darian Beavers or Quay Walker, I don't believe that that's where they're going to go in the third round. And I did like both of them, Walker and Beavers.
Yeah, and I like Beavers.
I like Beavers a lot, but I don't think that they need him.
And I know a lot of folks are like, well, and so I had to really go back through and look at some of the methods with New England.
Oh, we're going to have to wrap that up. We coming up on that time frame. It's 6:45.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to say it real quick. You notice how New England never really had any big names in that back end? They built them up.
Mm-hmm.
Your roster's basically set, except for, we touch up and get another, maybe another lineman or so. But other than that, your team is basically set up.
Yep.
I don't know much else to tell anybody. I know everybody's like, well, why can't we get Honey Badger? Why can't we get it? I'm like, well, the thing about it is this: you don't need him. I need guys that can follow direction. I need guys that understand where their assignments are. And if you can comprehend that, I don't need to get anybody else. That's the one thing I can say that about Daryle Levitt. He could comprehend what to do.
Could do what you tell him.
Because I tell you this shit, I will tell you this. Much as I was like, this mother Daryle Levitt will throw his body to make a stop, to make a team go 3 and out. And when he got the football in his hands, he was like, I got the football. I got the football in my hand. Motherfucker was literally the Water Boy 2.0 running all the way over there. And the motherfucker went all the way over there where all he needed to do was just run straight ahead. So, other than that, Raiders are set going forward. If they do add a few pieces, they're going to try to go big where this can be a BPA. So, other than that, hey, draft us next week. We just sit back and twiddle our thumbs a little bit.
Some of you will be able to sit back. Some of us will be out there going hard in the paint.
Hey, right. Now you get to do what I've been doing. Get your ass to work, okay?
Right. Hard in the paint. Hard in the paint.
Hey, don't wear them damn Jesus sandals. Nobody wants to see them crusty ass feet.
Please. They'd be blessed to walk through the fountain, watch me walk on that water.
Nah, bro. You walk on some crusty ass feet in Vegas, bro. I make sure somebody roast your ass.
Listen, bro. Just as long as I don't have another guy checking out my ass while I'm doing the wiggle, I'll be all right.
You know what? Y'all kiss my black ass.